What is good, YouTube? As the title says, this is how I got my first high-rise apartment at 22 years old, right? I'm currently 23. I turned 24 in a few days, actually. It's February. Glory be to the Most High. Anyways, yeah, so this is actually my second unit. I'm currently living in the same apartment complex. I was living in a 1-1 originally, and now I'm in a 2-2. The 1-1 was on the 19th floor, and this is on the 14th floor. But I mean, it was only like $200 extra a month for, I don't know, like almost like 300 extra square feet, and an additional room. So, hey, glory be to the Most High. I'm not mad at that at all. And yeah, before I actually give you guys the story about how I was able to do that, because it's kind of crazy, right? I mean, 22 years old, I never moved out of my mom's. I never moved out of my mom's house. And the first thing that I moved into when I moved out was a 19th floor high rise, right? And a lot of people are like, "Oh my gosh, how'd you do that?" And so I'm gonna give you guys a little tea on how I was able to do that, through the power of Christ. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I was able to do that. Before though, like as I've been watching videos like this, like the whole like high rise scene or like apartment things, I realized that you guys like tours, and so I'm gonna show you guys around. And as I show you guys around, I'm going to explain a bit more in detail about how I don't have anything in my freaking home yet. What's the quote? We listen and we don't judge. Nah, it is what it is. I really don't care. But yeah, I'll give you guys some more details about that because there has been a lot going on in Justin's life. Glory be to the Most High though, because like sometimes a lot is good. Sometimes it's your own doing. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys around, and then afterwards I'm gonna go ahead and sit down and actually tell you guys about how I was able to attain a high rise at 22 years old, especially like it being the first place I moved to after moving out of my mom's house. So yeah, Lego. Boom. So let us get into it. This is the entrance. This is where we walk in. This is a closet, like, stuff. This is the guest bathroom. Pretty cool space because this has a standing up shower, whereas my personal one has a tub, right? I love these mirrors that they have. These are pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Everything here is like, I don't know, nice. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I got some lotion, some mouthwash set up for when my clients and when guests come in. I'm definitely likely gonna put something on the wall and add a rack over here or something like that in the future to just create more. You know what I mean? But yes, sir. So you walk in and it's this small hallway. It's not that big. We have this over here. This is like such a weird spot to me because it's like bleh, if that makes any sense. Obviously, I was thinking about making this like an accent wall or something like that, but who knows? Or like adding something on here. But anyways, this is where I actually have my barber studio at, man. This is where all the barber equipment at, and this is the room that I've been focusing on. So this is the most like put together space, but it's definitely not anywhere where I want it to be. These will be removed eventually, and I'm going to put what is it called? A tool desk, like one of those little like toolboxes that all the barbers be having nowadays. I'm gonna remove this and make this that area. So basically this and this is gonna go into there, and these doors will not be present. I am thinking about making this like an accent wall. So possibly like adding some sort of paint or just some different color because these walls are very bland, which I'm not mad at, right? But making this an accent wall, I have to add a light up here. Obviously, I already have this light over here, but adding those lights, that way it comes into this. I'm thinking about getting the hex lights for the ceiling, which would be pretty freaking awesome. Getting some posters or something like that up here, or some drop lights that are putting this on. I'm thinking about dubbing this, so dubbing, LOL, making this a podcast area as well. Using this couch for now, but eventually probably getting like different seating or something like that. Hooking up like podcast mics on the side, and then eventually probably using this wall as like a camera mount or something like that. Probably will have to move this during the podcast, right? But anyways, yeah, we have like a little shelf over here. It's gonna have a bunch of my knickknacks and stuff like that. I'll probably add some more shelving over here as well. Don't mind the crooked light. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I've been kind of rigging it for a moment as I'm building it. But yeah, got the TV hung. Shout out my brother. He helped me hang up everything in here. Um, Shout out Frankie, who's someone who I live with. He actually gave me this for free, which is pretty awesome. I'm thinking about painting it so that I can match the colors, like maybe black or white, because I'm realizing that this dark brown is just kind of out of place. It's not bad, right? Because I guess like brown and tan match, but it's definitely not like, you know. Anyways, you walk out, and the sliding door, like the barn style door, is pretty solid. You walk out, I got my little key rack right here. This is washer and dryer, actually. Pretty cool stuff. I was washing clothes, or drying them, I should say. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. This is fire that the unit actually comes with this. Right here is going to be where I get my kitchen table. I'm actually thinking about getting like a center island that has like additional storage, because as of my kitchen, like it's all just on this wall, right? And I need something right here to just kind of counteract this, if that makes any sense. And but yeah, I'm probably gonna get that. This is the kitchen though, it's pretty solid. Everything's included in this apartment, which I do really, really, really enjoy. I don't have to like worry about getting anything, you know what I mean? Glory be to God. Fridge is freaking awesome. It's like, everything in here is like, what is it, silver or like steel? I don't know. But yeah, I like the colors. My previous apartment, it had like more of a darker wood. Even the flooring, like the flooring in here is gray, and the flooring in my previous one was like brown, if that makes any sense. But yeah, obviously adding some like wall stuff, some wall art, and some other stuff, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get into the living space in a second. This mirror is freaking awesome. I don't know what to do with that mirror. We're gonna do something with it eventually, excuse me. This is like the AC and stuff like that. I'm not gonna open that door. Yeah, this is my little desk area. This is where like all the magic happens in terms of like editing and like reading my word and some studying. Like this is where Justin gets creative for now, right? Like I said, my space is actually very basic. Couch is gonna go on this side. Obviously a giant space rug, additional lighting, maybe some racks over there or something like that. I'm gonna pimp this out for sure. I'm thinking about getting the, you guys know what those things are called? Like the backdrop, like the wooden pallets. Thank you, God. The pallets against this wall. TV's gonna get hung, floating TV stand. These two things are gonna be on the side, and yeah. This is the view, 14th floor. The 19th floor view was pretty solid. I did really enjoy it. But for some reason, although this view is like slap downtown, like you see like all the peoples, bruh. You get to see all the peoples. This is the ghetto-ness of the ratchetness that happens. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's a more enjoyable view, honestly. I can't lie, like there's more stuff to look at. Whereas the other view, like on the left side, there was like greenery, and then on the right side, there was like churches, honestly. But this is like, I don't know, it's more to look at. All right, let's get into my room. Funny story, we look but we don't judge, right? No, I'm playing. Anyways, I had a bed frame, but it was collapsible. I have no TV. I don't really believe in having a TV in my room. I might get it in the future, but like this is my place to sleep. Like I come in here and sleep. I don't need much. I live by myself. And yeah, and I'm like focusing on the barber area, then the living area, and then my bedroom is last because I just come in here to sleep. It's the same view that we had in the living room, so yeah. Walk-in closet, which is pretty freaking awesome. The walk-in closet actually leads to my personal bathroom. I got all my freaking clothes up here, and then the personal bathroom is in here. Like I said, this is more of a tub, and so yeah, man. That's pretty much, the house tour. The bed, right? What happened with the bed is I have a good friend of mine whose grandma is going through a lot of old people stuff. We think she has dementia, but we're not too sure, and I don't like to speak things over her. So we actually rebuked that in the name of Jesus. But I had a collapsible bed frame, and they've been moving grandma around a lot. And so to help them out, I just gave it to them. And it, forces me to get a better bed frame. But yeah, man, that's hey, it's MTV Cribs. Welcome to the crib, man. Let's get back on here so I can tell you guys exactly how I did it. All right, we are back, right? So the question is, how did I do it? So at 20, 21, 22, I was still living with moms. Crazy story. My folks, they had got a divorce, and then they sold our property over in Pine Hills for 50-50. They sold it, 50-50. Um, and so me and my mom, we were looking for a spot. We moved to Mascot. Pine Hills is like one of the hoods in Florida. For those who don't live in Florida and are watching, Mascot is like the boonies. When I mean the boonies, I mean like the middle of nowhere. Okay, and it was literally an hour out of the city. And so for a year straight, bro, I was with my mom's, and I was driving into the city every day. Um, it was crazy. I was waking up at 4:30 in the morning, so I can still hit like my morning routine and stuff like that I was doing at the time. Hit the gym and talk to God, and then go be at the barbershop by 9, and then start working at 10. It was insane, bro. Driving an hour every single day. It was a whole process. I just got to thinking though. I was like doing math, and I'm literally sitting there like adding up how much money I spend via booth rent. I was splitting the mortgage with my mom when I was living with her. Mortgage at the time was $1,200. Property taxes went up, so she's paying a little more now. But I was paying $600 a month, living with my mom. So I was splitting mortgage with her, and then I was paying $800 a month via booth rent because I was spending what is that, $200 a week on booth rent, and then I think I was spending like I don't think it was 100 a week on gas, but maybe like $80 a week on gas or something like that, like close to 100. And then like as a barber, you guys know like we're buying food left and right. It's not the best thing, or we were buying food left and right at least. Now I actually cook. But I just was doing all the miscellaneous math, and then all the other bills that I had added up. I got to thinking, dude, and I was like, bro, I'm already busting like 2-3 bands a month, like collectively. Like if I move into my own spot and cut hair from my own spot, and all the money can just go there, then why not? And so yeah, like after I did all the math and like really started analyzing like where I was in life, I realized that I could already afford an apartment. It's just my money was spread to so many other places, dude. Like I said, like I had $800 a month booth rent, $600 with my mom, a rough 100 a week on gas. I was spending like another 100 a week on tolls. I don't know how much I was spending on food. Anybody who's ever done the math on how much they spend on food in a month realizes that we spend way too much money on eating out when we're eating out a lot. And like I said, I was already spending like a decent amount of money. And so I'm just like, dude, like the same capital that I'm spending everywhere else, the same money that I'm spending everywhere else, if I were to just put into one place and operate out of that one place, then it would just make so much more sense. And so yeah, like lack of better terms, like barbering is what actually helped me achieve all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it is what is driving me to achieve other things. Actually becoming a high ticket barber, and just properly using your money, because I think as barbers, we shoebox money. We have bad money habits. We have bad time management habits. We live a rock star lifestyle, and growing out of that and starting to operate my barbering business as that, like as a business, that's really what took me to the next level and is what is allowing me to do things like this. All in all, glory to the Most High. God is God is the being, the supreme being that actually allows me to do anything that I do anyways. And so, you know, I can say that I did all this, but in reality, like God has just blessed me with the tools to be able to manage this. And even when I got up to the 2-2, because the 19th floor was fire, right? But it was just so small. Like moving into the 2-2, like I had to have more space because I was cutting out of my living space, bro. And so it was just so annoying. I'm not gonna lie. And so towards the end of my lease, I was like talking to God, and I'm like, dude, like I need some more space because I want to be able to put all of this into one unit, or one room, I should say, and then have my bedroom to myself, but then have a living space where I could start to create a home. I had a spot. That's what my brother told me. I didn't have a home. I had a spot. And yeah, so overall, man, barbering is really the tool that took me to be able to do this. Logistically, or you know, the actual, like, I guess the backgrounds of stuff is not only like barbering, but again, money management, creating an LLC, because a lot of entrepreneurs don't know like how to get things, because as a barber you deal with like a lot of cash, and you don't have someone who's paying your money, so you don't get pay stubs. And so the importance of actually running your money through a bank account is so important, bro. Like that important, like it's so high. It's so high. It's highly important. And the reason why is because when it's time for you to do this, like go and get your own thing, they need to see that you're making a certain amount. Um, and also having credit built, like I think it's what like 630 at most places that it has to be above. When I first moved in, I think I was at like a 710 or something like that. Um, Glory be to God. I was like just really being diligent with my finances in that season of my life, and you know, really just putting my coins where they belonged. Saving 40% of my income, 10% towards taxes, 10% towards emergency, 10% towards innovations, and 10% towards like tithing and giving. And when you're like managing your money like that, I mean, it builds quick. And with credit, I was every few months, I think it's 3 months with credit, you're able to. With credit, I think every 3 months you're actually able to apply for a credit limit increase. And so I just kept doing it. Like the worst that they can say is no. Most creditors will not do a hard pull, so you can ask as many times as you want, and the likelihood of them like it affecting your credit is very low. But yeah, right now my credit is shot, to be completely honest with you guys. 2024 was a year of like investments. I bought into a bunch of online programs. I bought into a bunch of online programs, bought into like mentorships and coaching, and my credit is ran the crap up right now. And now I'm in the process of paying off all that debt. So right now money's everywhere. That's why I don't have anything in my crib currently, because I'm focusing on paying off debts. Me and my family, we just got a crib out in Puerto Rico, so money's going out there. What I am focusing on in here is actually building my barber area first, because that's where that's how I get my money. Something I was taught at a young age is always protect the thing that actually makes you income, and worry about the rest less. Like I'm a dude, I don't need too much. I do want, I do desire to have, a freaking couch and a kitchen table, and that's gonna come pretty soon. Honestly, I already have everything like set up, like in terms of like what I want. If that makes any sense, like a list. But it's just not the time yet. Like it's just not the time yet. Money's all over the place. Like money's being sent out to different things. Like I said, debt and out to Puerto Rico, and structured for this and for my coaching business. Like I'm running ads. So money is being delegated towards other things. And I tend to put myself last, if that makes any sense. As long as the businesses are going good, my mom is happy, and I'm listening to God's voice in terms of like delegation. Then yeah, like I mean, hey, I'd be happy sleeping on the floor for all I care. You know what I mean? God is good at the end of the day. And yeah, but man, this is a story about how I was able to get a high-rise apartment at 22 years old. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Peace and love, and talk to God today. Make sure that you tap in with the Most High.